Penelope. So I'm showing you how I do my more evening glam eyebrow look using this wax here by Eyebrows in the shade Penelope, which is a nice dark brown. So I'm showing you how I store this product when I'm in the middle of using it. I just keep it upside down so the air doesn't get to it and dries out the wax. So I wiped both edges of my brush in the wax and wiped off any sort of clumpy excess on the very edge of it. Now I'm taking this angle brush here, working from the inner corner to the outer corner of the brows, creating the structure first. So I'm using very light strokes, as you can see. You want to mimic hair. So exact same techniques as I use with my powder, just this certain products is just a bit more bolder. And I like them to be a bit more bolder when I've got sort of a bit more of a full face of makeup and really smoky eyes. I just find that they work really brilliant together. So I took the tail out to the very edge of my last hair and I'm just connecting the arch to the tail. So I'm just filling in and connecting it all together and making sure there's no gaps, keeping to the very light little flicks as you can see. Now I don't add any extra product when I'm working towards the inner of the brow because I want to feather it out and just use any excess that's on the brush. And I'm still just perfecting the shape. And once I'm happy, I'll get a little bit more product. As you can see, just the very tip, and I wipe off the edges on the edge of the wax container. And now I'm just going to fill in the gaps now of the actual brow itself. So I've done the structure, so the underneath and the out and the tip. I'm making a mess and wiping it up. So I will leave a photo at the very end on the correct way to fill in your brows. So there's like a 3-point system. So I'll leave a photo of that on the very edge. So now I've just flipped my brush to the side and I'm just wanting to soften the edges as I don't want to add any more harsh lines to that very inner corner, else it becomes quite too blocked. So now I'm just feathering out and making sure it's all nice and blended with that spoolie. And it does soften the edges as well when you use the brush and keeps all the hairs in the correct manner as well without it flying everywhere. So that brow's done. I'm going to finish the other one and I'll be back. A bit of sip of my caffeinated beverage. Yummy almond milk latte. Luckily there's so many cafes in walking distance. So now I'm taking the Eyes of Horus. This is a brow gel with fibres in it. So I did have another video I think with my powder that I use this product. This is just to keep the hairs in place. It does add a little bit more colour and volume as well because of the fibres in there. And it is a tinted gel, so that means it has colour. So I'm just making sure again to keep the hairs in place, and this will help sort of add extra hair on the hair to blend it all together. So I'm priming my eyelids. This is the normal step I would do to then add shadow. So this is by Venom. This is their eye primer. So I use this product to prime my lids, but also just to make sure that the brow shape is nice and perfect. So cleaning up any edges that might have softened out too much or smudged. So I'm blending that out and blending it in to create a beautiful canvas for any eyeshadow. So this is my my finished brows, and so this is my more evening glam eyebrows, and I hope you enjoyed.